Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in. And let's start off with the biggest announcement of the entire year that we have seen around the SEC lawsuit, and that is the Hinman documents. They are officially being turned over to Ripple following a court order in the case against the SEC. This is an absolute bombshell of a win, and this is probably one of the biggest things that we have been waiting for around the entire lawsuit. Time and time again, I've told you guys that these Hinman documents are the key to a crucial win for Ripple. I've said it, that this could very well be the nail in the coffin for the SEC as well. Because again, you got to remember that these Hinman documents include a ton of information. In fact, yesterday we just broke down all of the information that could come from these documents themselves. This is a substantial win, and if you're an XRP holder, this is a big warning to prepare yourselves for what could come next. And I'm not saying that a settlement is around the corner, but I'm just saying things are getting extremely close to that point. I believe that this case is on the brink of a major settlement or a major change, especially for the XRP community. And we do see over here from Brad Garlinghouse, we do see the SEC wants you to think that it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity. Don't believe them when the truth eventually comes out. The shamefulness of their behavior here will shock you. And this is a quote from Stuart Alderati as well, saying after over 18 months and 6 court orders later, we finally have the Hinman documents, internal SEC emails, and drafts of his infamous 2018 speech. While they remain confidential for now, at the SEC's instance, I can say that it was well worth the fight to get them. I've always felt good about our legal arguments, and I feel even better now. I always felt bad about the SEC's tactics, and I feel even worse about them now. This is huge. And again, we even do see from Brad Garlinghouse himself saying that this will shock you. I believe that this entire case is going to be the shot heard around the world. I really do think that this is going to shock everyone. This has been one of the largest, if not the largest, litigation case from the SEC side around crypto and digital assets. And I think that this is going to be in the history books for a very long time. And I think that anyone that is holding XRP, well, guess what? History will be made, and you will be a part of it, and this is extremely exciting. And we do see over here from Digital Asset Investor, think any of these people are going to have trouble sleeping tonight, and we do see this is all of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance who communicated with Bill Hinman from May 2017 to December of 2020. Look at all these substantial names. I mean, you even see Vitalik Buterin there, Joseph Lubin. There is so many other major names here. This is absolutely insane. I really do believe that a lot of these individuals are going to have a long day, and they're going to have a lot of trouble trying to sleep tonight. This, I'm telling you guys, I can't even tell you how excited I am to finally see this major update. We have been holding XRP for so long. We have been talking about XRP for so long on a daily basis for nearly, I think it's been like almost, a year and a half now? We have been focused on this case for so long, looking at every single major update, announcement, date. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and we've been getting delays, and now we have the largest update in the entire SEC's case history. This is a big one. And we do see over here from Eleanor Tourette, breaking in its opposition to the SEC's Gov's motion for summary judgment, Ripple lawyers made use of affidavits signed by XRP users or purchasers as they refer to them in the document, explaining how they did not expect profits from Ripple's efforts when they made their investments. This means the voices of some of the XRP community were heard because of Johnny Deaton 1's work as amicus curiae. He tells me this will officially poke holes in the SEC's argument that XRP holders entered into an investment contract with Ripple. More to come. Again, bombshell after bombshell. Yesterday, we reported on the fact that the SEC is crumbling. Everything around the SEC is falling apart. It's all falling down. Their entire argument collapsing before our eyes. We are seeing huge updates after updates for Ripple. Major wins. I mean, this is getting extremely exciting. This is the biggest moment in history around this case, and I cannot stress that enough. And I do think that also, I think that this is the biggest one here, because this allows for users like you and me that are holding XRP to have their voice finally heard. For the longest time, the SEC has tried to silence us and the community members around this case. I don't believe that this is going to be the case anymore. We will be heard. Our voices will be heard. Everyone out there that was holding XRP for the last 2 years, last 3 years, 4, 5, whatever, we will all be heard. And this is so exciting. And again, we also do see over here, this was a crucial date that we were watching for. This is the big one, right? November 15th, we do see SEC versus Ripple. Now we just wait for that November 15th, 2022 date. I don't know what's going to happen now because, again, we really don't know what's going to happen next around this case. I mean, could we see a settlement next week, next month? We don't know. Anything that happens from here on out, though, I really do think is going to be one to pay attention to. And we do see from here, Jeremy Hogan, the briefs are scheduled to be made public next Monday, October 24th. But last month, the SEC ignored the deadline and filed its a day early. So be on the lookout anytime Sunday or Monday for these to drop. After that, there's just one more brief on November 15th, and then we are basically done. And we do see over here from Jeremy Hogan. I don't know if he commented on these. So he actually did. He just read Ripple's response brief, which, surprise, was just filed tonight. Wow, it's a lot to unpack. Remember this case, Revic versus SEC Reality Corp, no relation. It's a Second Circuit case and binding authority. Also, a surprise to me, Ripple is not just arguing the fair notice defense, but is arguing that the fair notice defense is an issue of fact, which should go to a jury trial. Sorry, just so much interesting stuff going on here. Where are you at, SEC? Let's see your brief. And, yeah, I mean, listen. Ripple is going for the neck here. I mean, like, this is absolutely crazy to me. And I think that this is probably one of the most exciting things yet. Recently we talked about this article 5 days ago or so. And this was like the end game situation. This is talking about, the big things around the SEC, around the Hinman documents. And we do see a few things down here. So back on September 29th, we did see Judge Torres overrule the SEC's objections and ordered it to turn over the Hinman documents. Now, according to James K. Fallon, their motion for reconsideration of Judge Torres' ruling regarding the Hinman documents was due on October 13th. As of recent reports, this has not yet been filed. Now, again, when we looked at this, we were talking about, okay, well, what's going to happen next? Are we going to see a delay here? What's going to happen? And then we did see, according to Jeremy Hogan, an appeal of the judge's decision would be due 60 days from the ruling. Also, the SEC could go to the Court of Appeals directly to or on a petition for a writ of mandamus. And we talked about how this could delay this, but now, again, down here, however, the XRP community continues to keep its fingers crossed for the release of the Hinman documents. We finally got them. And this is a key thing to watch for because, again, as we look at this, this could very well end the entire case. This could be endgame. This could be the thing that gives us a substantial win, and there's no arguing that. Again, we don't really technically want a settlement. In fact, Ripple already had the option to settle. They don't want that. They want a clear win. This could very well be that moment that gives them a clear win. And from the looks of it, it looks like this could very well be very juicy because we do see Brad Garlinghouse saying that this will shock you. And again, we've been focused on this because if you go and look at Ripple's website, look at all of the major names that are tied to Ripple, these are just some of the names that were added during the last 2 years as they were fighting this massive litigation case. And even if you go and look on Google, right, type in Ripple partner on-demand liquidity. Look at all of the major partnerships with on-demand liquidity in just the last 2 years. Just go back a couple months. I mean, in the last couple months alone, we have seen expansion after expansion from Ripple with on-demand liquidity. I do believe that this is going to ignite and accelerate like no other. Again, remember, there's a huge event going on in November 16th to the 17th, Discover Real Value. This is the Swell event. I think that there's going to be a lot of partnerships and a lot of major expansions from Ripple after this as well. Some of the biggest names in the game are going to be there. all of this is exciting because you are finally seeing the pieces of the puzzle being put together. Remember, already in the past, Ripple had 38 of the top 100 banks already linked to them, partnered with them, trialing their technology. After this case is done, after XRP is the only digital asset in crypto to have regulatory clarity, it's game over. It literally is game over. Ripple is going to expand so fast, and we finally have what we really need in order for this case to move forward swiftly. This is one of the most exciting times in this market. I mean, I seriously feel like this could very well be the end of this case. We've been talking about this for so long. We've been paying attention to this for so long, and we finally get a huge win. A win that the XRP community, the XRP holders that have been holding for so long, that have been stifled and I would say suppressed for so long, we finally get the win that we deserve. This is an absolute huge bombshell. I am so excited for what comes next. And for anybody out there that is watching, that is listening, I want to hear your thoughts. Comment down below, hit that like button to celebrate this huge monumental win for the XRP community. And with all of that in mind, if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely hit that like button, subscribe to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.